bell above the garage door jingled softly as it lifted. It was almost closing time when she walked in, not dressed like someone important. No designer heels. No luxury car parked outside. Just jeans, a simple blouse, and a quiet confidence that didn't demand attention. Liam Carter was wiping grease from his hands when he noticed her. He'd been a mechanic for 12 years. He could tell a lot about people by how they walked into his shop. Some came in impatient. Some came in arrogant. Some came in already assuming he would overcharge them. But she wasn't like that. She looked nervous. "Can I help you?" Liam asked, setting down his wrench. "My car is making a strange noise," she said, offering a polite smile. "It's outside." He stepped out to inspect it. The car was older. Reliable but not flashy. Definitely not something that screamed wealth. He popped the hood and began examining it while she stood nearby, watching him work. "You don't seem surprised," she said. "About what?" "That I walked into a repair shop alone." He shrugged. "Should I be?" She studied him for a second, as if she was testing something. "No," she replied softly. "I guess not." The issue turned out to be minor. A worn belt. Nothing expensive. When he explained the problem, he spoke plainly. No exaggerated jargon. No upselling. She nodded. "How long will it take?" 30 minutes. She hesitated, then said something unexpected. "Would you mind if I stayed?" He raised an eyebrow. "It's not exactly a 5-star waiting lounge." "That's okay," she said, smiling again. "I'm not used to 5-star lounges anyway." He laughed at that. 30 minutes turned into 45, not because the repair was complicated, but because they kept talking. Her name was Ava. She asked about the garage. He told her he inherited it from his father. She asked why he never expanded it into a bigger business. "I like fixing things," he said simply, "not managing people." She seemed impressed by that answer. When he finished the repair, she reached for her purse but paused. "Can I ask you something a little strange?" she said. Liam leaned back against the car. "That depends. Will you be my date for the weekend?" He blinked. "I'm sorry. I have an event," she explained quickly. "A charity gala. I need a +1. Someone real." He laughed awkwardly. "You don't even know me." "That's kind of the point." He crossed his arms. "And why would I agree to that?" "Because," she said, holding his gaze, "you didn't try to overcharge me. You didn't talk down to me. You didn't assume anything about me. That's rare." He studied her carefully. This had to be a joke. "You don't strike me as someone who goes to charity galas," he said. "You'd be surprised." He hesitated. He'd never been to anything like that. He didn't own a tuxedo. His weekends were usually spent working on engines or watching football at home. But something about her felt genuine. "What's the catch?" he asked. "No catch," she replied. "Just dinner, music, and a few speeches. I promise you'll survive." He smirked. "And if I embarrass you?" "I doubt you will." He looked at the grease still under his fingernails and shook his head slightly. "All right," he said finally. "Why not?" Her smile widened. Not flashy, not dramatic, just relieved. "Thank you," she said softly. "I'll pick you up Saturday at 7. Saturday came faster than he expected. Liam borrowed a suit from his cousin. It didn't fit perfectly, but it would do. At exactly 7, a sleek black car pulled up in front of his small house. Not a rental, not a rideshare. A driver stepped out and opened the back door. Liam frowned. Ava stepped out from the other side, wearing an elegant gown that caught the evening light like something out of a magazine. For a moment, he didn't recognize her. "You clean up nicely," she teased. "Whose car is this?" he asked slowly. "Ours for the evening." He got in, still unsure. The car didn't take them downtown. It drove toward the most expensive hotel in the city. When they arrived, cameras flashed at the entrance. Cameras. Liam froze. "What kind of gala is this?" he asked quietly. Ava took a breath. "The annual Carter Foundation fundraiser." He frowned. "Carter?" "Yes." The realization hit him seconds later. The Carter Foundation wasn't just any charity. It funded hospitals, scholarships, community development projects. It was run by Carter Industries, one of the largest tech corporations in the region. And its CEO, he turned slowly to look at her. "You're kidding." She shook her head gently. "My full name is Ava Carter, the Millionaire CEO." He stared at her, searching for some sign this was a prank. "You let me fix your car," he said. "It did need fixing. You didn't say who you were. You didn't ask." He exhaled slowly, feeling underdressed in more ways than one. "Why me?" he asked again, more serious this time. She looked toward the entrance where executives in tailored suits were greeting each other. "Because," she said quietly, "I spend every day around people who want something from me. Contracts, investments, influence." She met his eyes. "You didn't want anything." Before he could respond, the doors opened and they stepped inside. The room was grand, crystal chandeliers, live orchestra, tables draped in white and gold. People began whispering. "Who's he? Is that Ava's date? Where did she find him?" Liam felt every stare. He leaned toward her. "If you wanted someone who wouldn't embarrass you, this might have been a miscalculation." She slipped her arm through his. "Just be yourself." Throughout dinner, he stayed quiet first, but then someone at their table began discussing community outreach programs in low-income neighborhoods, speaking about them like abstract statistics. Liam spoke up. "Those neighborhoods aren't statistics," he said calmly. "They're families, mechanics, teachers, single parents working 2 jobs." The table fell silent. He continued, "If you really want to help them, stop designing programs from boardrooms. Go there, ask what they need." Ava watched him carefully. He wasn't intimidated. He wasn't trying to impress. He was simply honest. Later that evening, Ava was called to the stage to give her keynote speech. She stepped up to the podium, scanning the crowd. Then she did something unexpected. "Tonight," she began, "I was reminded why this foundation exists." She told a story, not about profits or expansion, but about a mechanic who inherited a small garage from his father, who chose integrity over ambition, who believed in fixing what was broken instead of replacing it. Liam shifted uncomfortably in his seat. She looked directly at him. "Sometimes," she said, "the people who understand value the most are the ones who work with their hands." The audience applauded. After the event, as the car drove them back to his house, the silence between them felt different. "So," he said quietly, "was this some kind of social experiment?" She smiled faintly. "No." "Then what was it?" She hesitated. "I wanted one evening where I didn't have to be the CEO," she admitted. "Just a woman on a date." He looked at her. "And did you get that?" "Yes." The car stopped outside his house. Neither of them moved immediately. "You could have chosen anyone," he said. "I did," she replied. He chuckled softly. "You know I'm still just a mechanic. And I'm still just a woman who needed her car fixed." He opened the door, then paused. "So what happens now?" She tilted her head slightly. "Well," she said, "my car might need another checkup next week." He smiled. "I don't offer celebrity discounts." "Good," she replied. "I wouldn't accept one." As she drove away, Liam stood there thinking. She was a millionaire CEO. He was a small-town mechanic. 2 completely different worlds. But sometimes the right person doesn't show up in your life wearing a title. Sometimes they show up with a simple question. "Will you be my date for the weekend?" And sometimes saying yes changes everything.